Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into another video on cryptocurrency, and this one is on to bots. Now this is going to be a fairly quick video, but I have to mention it for legal reasons since I'm showing some cryptocurrencies. I am not a financial advisor. What I say here is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now as far as things goes, real quick, I have a giveaway for this month. If you want to enter it, then leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, whatnot, and I'll be giving away 100 crypto coins. So jumping on into it, bots are very simplistic in what they can do. I'm going to be using what I currently have, which is at 3 commas. You can use other places, fine, but I'll leave a link down below so you can get a deal on your subscription. Note that depending on the level on your subscription is on what you can do. Chances are you don't really need the top of the tier type of stuff. But anyways, so bots are very simple on what it can do. A lot of people, they may think of bots as you throw money into it and it just acts as a money printer. That's not the case at all. So what bots do a lot of time is you have to program it in some way. Oh, and real quick, I forgot to add this into the video, but it's real quick. How these bots work at the end of the day is, unless if they are linked directly to the exchange, like KuCoin has its own bots that you can play with there. Unless if it's something like that, then what it works is basically the bot is on something like, for example, 3 commas or whatever, and it uses a API. The API grants the bot the ability to see what's in your portfolio to start with within that exchange, but also allows it to buy and sell, and you know, that's pretty much it, and that's all the process there. So the bot, for the most part, again, if it's not, you know, something like KuCoin, basically the bot has no control over adding funds or taking away funds. It only has the ability to trade and see what is in your wallets. But anyways, so this is a, easy limited type of scope. So basically you tell it some buy order, which you'll see in most other places, and you can set a take profit or stop loss or both. And take profit is basically at that price buy, sell it, sorry, at this price. For stop loss, sell it. And the neat thing with this is you can actually do a trailing stop loss. So as the price goes up, the stop loss goes up with it. So say, for example, if you bought at $1 and the stop loss at, say, 50 cents, well, the thing jumps to, say, $5. Well, now the stop loss is at $4.50. If the thing jumps down, say, $4.70, the stop loss is still at $4.50, but once it breaks at $4.50, then it sells. So that's an easy way to note that. You also have trailing buys and stuff like that. So it's very simplistic on how that's used, and this is probably where most people are going to get a lot of use into it. In a lot of places, like with this, you have like $14 a month. So it can be a little bit of money, but depending on the place, you might be able to actually get this relatively cheap. So just note that. Now, where people make a little bit more money is through bots like grid bots and other things like this. And what grid bots do, it's a very unique type of deal. Is basically as it goes down, the price goes down, the bot automatically buys, and as the price goes up, then it sells. And this is actually very useful if a price is stable or within a given range. And it also has other unique features depending on how quickly you can adapt. So as a price goes down, it works as a DCA, but unlike a DCA bot where it's very pragmatic as far as, sell at this point or buy at this point, and it's very, very exact. Here, because grid bot doesn't really change unless you go in and manually change at what price should you put grids, how many grids, and all the other stuff. What happens is as it goes down, well, so does your cost basis go down with it. And what that also means is that you can lower the actual amounts that it costs to break even and go above. So say, for example, in this case is if the thing goes from, say, $2 to 50 cents, well, the cost basis will go down. And let's just say the cost basis trips down to 60 cents. Well, basically that means that once your price it's say 60 cents, then you're at pretty much a break even. Once it hits, say, 70 cents, you're at 10-cent profits. So that's something to note into itself, that you can use it as a safety mechanism if you program it right, but it is meant to make money from it, where it buys when it goes down and it sells when it goes up. Now, one big thing I wanted to note here is with grid bots is you need to note things like taxes and trackers. This is something I kind of messed up on in the past. Not so much the taxes part, but the trackers. It can cost you a little bit of money because the fact is you're skimming the market. You're going for 5-cent gains, a nickel gain, smaller than a penny gain, 10-cent gains, whatever. You're not going for $100 gains. You're not going for $1,000 gains. You're going for very, very, very small gains. And because of that, you're dealing with many transactions, and that can be a nightmare when it comes to taxes into itself, but it also can become a nightmare on tracking softwares to help you on taxes. So note that, because it can definitely increase the price. For me, one of the bots that I had, it literally spit it out about 20 to 30,000 transactions per month. So that's something to note, is you're going to go through each one and hope, or use software and hope that I got everything right, and maybe everything goes right, great. But note that you can run into problems like maybe things didn't go right with the tracking software, and it's best for you to go by one. Also, funny thing is there's reports with places like the IRS. To get a audit, you can get one by the amount of trades that you deal with. So if high trades equals potential increase for audits. So note that also. Now, as far as things goes, is a grid bot worth it? In my opinion, yes, until a point. Yes, because it can get you a little bit of money, running money, depending on the actual cryptocurrency, how level is, how often it triggers the stuff, how much you're making per trigger. Because again, depending on the tracking software that you're using, it can cost you money there. Taxes is a nightmare and stuff like that, so note that. But assuming that you have all that stuff figured out, yes. But for the average person, I'm not really sure if it's that worth it. Now, something like a DCA bot, I'm not unfortunately going to be able to show you it, because honestly, it's more of a back-end type of deal. You set it up and let it run. Is basically how a DCA bot a lot of times is, as the price goes, does whatever, some type of trigger. It could be a an actual mathematical thing, or it can be an actual thing that triggers it. It doesn't matter on that front. Some type of triggers tells the bot to, hey, buy these given stocks. Fine. Well, what happens is how it works is it buys at whatever, and if the thing goes up and whatever it sells, fine. But if the thing goes down, then it buys again, and depending on how many times you told it to, it will keep buying, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever times, or just 1 or 2 times, and depending on how you set this up, how much money is thrown at this. And then when it goes up to a certain point, whatever that is that you set, so you can say 10% gain, or you may say 0.5% gain. but when it hits that point, then it sells off, and there you go. So that's how that works, and that's something that you should note into it. But anyways, as far as that goes, hopefully this is explain how bots work. Yes, you can use it. I highly suggest that you at least check it out. I'll leave links down below, but I'll see you next video. Hope you have a great day.